bring times, but you bring 50%, or you bring 80%, you will not say, I condemn you because the God that I know, you will not say that. So use your discretion. If you don't want to, me, I don't pay tax. No, anybody that believes is pay tax. Yeah. But also, God will not be annoyed to say, God, why will I be taking 90% and you take 10%? Next year, you take 60, let me take 40.
The humanity,
You will not be annoyed.
someone you are giving to citizens on the streets, taking care of the citizens, even enough. And for you not to
Hi, good morning, esteemed viewers. You're welcome to today's broadcast. It's a brand new week. Yeah, the 2nd of March 2026, and I say a big thank you to all of you who have been staying glued to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me this morning once again. All right, in the comment section, okay, great one. Good morning to you. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Sof Abiodun. Sof Abiodun, you're welcome. Good morning to you. Thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. Mafia is also here with us at this stand. Welcome you to the program. We appreciate your presence. Cosmos, good morning. Chicago schoolboy, you're welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us this beautiful Monday morning. A brand new week, a brand new day, a brand new month. Happy new month to all esteemed viewers across the globe. Happy new month to you, Femi.
Happy New Month, Mr. Michael. Happy New Month. Happy New Week. To all our viewers across the globe, we say thank you for always being there for us, financially, spiritually, and in every form. We say may God continue to be with you. To all of our benefactors, starting from Mrs. Stina, we say may God continue to bless you. You will never lack. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Yes,
how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Happy new month.
Glory to God. I'm saying happy month to you also. And I give back bless God. May God bless every one of you. Christina and the rest. Thank you very much. Happy new month. Month of March 2026. Thank you very much.
Month of March 2026. And this is Vincent's month. The 5th of March is a birthday, right?
Yeah. You got right on spot. I want to say a very big thank you to you, Mike Adekunle, and our esteemed viewers globally. We are in a new month. I want to say happy new month to you and the member of the crew of City Stand. And I also want to thank God for having come this far. And I know that this month is my birthday, and I thank God that I'm still standing, despite all the crucibles that have been subjected to by the vagaries of the weather policy of this country. But I still have to say we are still standing, and we say thank you, Lord, for keeping us alive.
All right, Vincent. Thank you so much. Oyeze, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
Happy new month.
Happy new month to everyone. Okay, yeah, happy new month. I thought today is second.
Yeah, it's second.
It's still
Well, it is yesterday.
Yes, it's still a fresh month.
Yeah.
Yes, God bless you all. This is a month of March for everyone. All of us will move forward in Jesus' name. Thank you. God bless.
All right, God bless you too. Hans.
Yeah, Mike, good to be alive again. Good to see ourselves. Happy new month. It's just what we're witnessing now is war all over now.
Iran, Israel, USA.
Yeah, and when the top-notch fight, who suffered it is the grass. Who are the grass? We are the Nigerians. I think we should all be praying that it will not snowball into all this bandits again. No, the bandits are already on ground again. And when they now see that the Ayatollah, the principal, this thing has been
leader of Iran.
Yeah, you can see it will have an
Well, it's none of your business.
That is my business. So,
is it because of child protests in Nigeria?
Yeah, that's another thing.
All right, gentleman Mike, you look gentle this morning.
Good morning, Michael. Happy new month to you.
Happy new month.
And happy new month to our esteemed viewers across the world. We appreciate your continuous support on this platform. Thanks for joining us once again.
All right.
Morning, everybody can see the situation. The weather is already happening in a month because it's not easy to climb first, second, third. Now we are in a new month, which is March. We give glory to God because His protection is with all of us. All our viewers, everybody will continue to see new months in our life. New things will happen. New things. All those rumors of what we are hearing will never affect us because we are in the house of the Most High God. God bless you. Happy New Month, everybody.
All right, former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has warned politicians to shift focus from politics and focus on escalating insecurity in the land. Yeah, that's what he has told politicians this morning. Insecurity, of course, we know, has ravaged the land, and Obi is telling politicians to forget about 2027 election and make sure we solve the issue of insecurity. All right, he insisted that lives have been lost, and which is the fact. Lives have been lost in Nigeria, lives lost in Kano, Katsina, Kaduna, Niger, different states. Yeah, in the country. Kogi, Benue, Kwara, even Oyo, Oshun. No, it's
Well, it's not that
I know you.
It's also happening in Ondo. And Ondo is also southwest.
Edo,
And
Edo is also partaking now.
Yes. You know, the entire nation is under siege. And we have said it countless number of times on this platform that we need an urgent surgery. I mean, the country is already gravitating towards the precipice. And I would expect the government at the center to do what is realistic instead of using rhetoric in dousing the tension that is already in the country. I want to believe that now whatever needed to be done should be done fast and timely now.
All right, another story we'll be looking at this morning is the division in the African Democratic Congress. Cracks have emerged in African Democratic Congress, that's ADC, as some people are supporting the candidacy of Amaechi. Yeah, it happened during the weekend, and their reactions to this morning. We shall be looking at it together. Also, the killing of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah. The protests Shiites embarked on as regards the killing of this. I don't want to say great man.
it's great.
It's a great man.
Yes,
right?
there's nothing you can do. It's a great man. Yes.
Okay, there's nothing we can do. He's a great man, says Femi. All right, let's quickly look at the story. Members of the Islamic movements in Nigeria have taken to the streets in several northern states to protest the killing of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali. The demonstrators, primarily from the Shiite sect, expressed outrage following the killing of Iranian leader during a joint military operation by the United States and Israel. The protests, which have been reported in cities such as Kano, Kaduna, and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, saw participants carrying portraits of the late Ayatollah. Not just this state, it also happened in Niger State. I read it. They chanted slogans against the United States and Israel, condemning the airstrikes that targeted Ayatollah compound in Tehran on Saturday. The protesters described the killing as an act of global arrogance and a direct attack on the Shiite faith worldwide. These are people that I've never in my life witnessed where they protested insecurity in the country. But they came out yesterday protesting the killing of Iran's supreme leader. How would you describe that situation?
You see, first of all, Mike, Nigeria as a polity, the progenitor of this circumscribed entity called Nigeria has always banded this country towards the Arab line. And when you look at the British colonialists that gave us independence to, a part of the country that I would say is the weakest in terms of brain and human resources capacity. But when you look at the dynamics that is being played out now, even arising from our national currency, even the military, the badge they put, you see written boldly Arabic language. Then first of all, the first question any sane person will ask is Arabic language embodied in our national language first? And who mooted the idea that this Arabic language must be printed on our national currency? These are two salient points. And when we look at the genesis of everything, you will see that everything that is playing out now has always been there right from day one. Even though our forefather leaders of this great country, some of them tried their best, but they whittle their efforts down. That is why we have what we have as a template called Nigeria, which to me is not homegrown. It is foisted on us because we were circumscribed into one entity called Nigeria by those adventurers and their cohorts. Having said that, when you look at what is happening, we've had pockets of security breaches in this country, and how many placards has been displayed in that from that extraction. Even the entire organogram called Nigeria, how many demonstrations have we had concerning that? And in that same extraction, you have the Shiites, you have all manners of even that is why when people are saying kwakwaso, what is kwakwaso movement? You understand? Then, but it's another topic for another day. Because if we were to talk about, we would take the entire time. But Nigeria, if I say Nigeria is a scam, I think I should say I am 100% correct. Because when you look at the prognosis of what Nigeria is made of, you will see that there are a lot of lacuna in what is called Nigeria as an entity. I will rest my case.
Why were they aggressively protesting the killing of Iran's supreme leader instead of our own insecurity and domestic economic action? Why?
It is obvious that it's a matter of alignment. That's where they align with religious alignment, and they place it above anything political or economic. In the first place, the world all over has been polarized with two ideology. I think the Christian line of it and the Islamic line of it, which you can describe the Islamic civilization when Islam started. Christians have reigned for once. Islam rise up and they try to claim some of the territory being conquered by Christian, being taken over, either by war or by anything. So the country has been, the whole world has been polarized along that ideology, and each one of them don't want to look at a situation where their home parts will be undermined. So coming to Nigeria, Islam has been reigning in the north, and when the Britain come, they want to, colonize us. They look at it that it's very, very easy from the northern angle, because there is something called total submission to the Islamic ruler in that place, and they see that it will be very, very easier for them to rule Nigeria through that angle. When they go to southeast, in Igbo side, okay, that one is a total, resistance. Almost 20 to 30 years. Then when they come to southwest here, they are very, very, I can describe liking us to a cloud warness. We are not too hot and we are not cold. So it's not that as difficult as that. But when they get to the north, okay, everything go marama smoothly. Now it's now matter of, okay, what can we do from this side? They are warlords, and okay, we give you leverage over the other, side, and that's why you will see that northerner, a Muslim northerner, always be paranoid, because they know that Britain that come and colonize us, they are Christian, and they are almost everything about them is factor along the line of Christianity. The day we mark our holiday here is a Christian like. It was Sunday only before they added Saturday. Do you know that Saturday is the beginning of working day in Iran? Yes, the Sabbath day in Israel. Sabbath day that's always been reserved as the day that they make it their working day, the beginning of their working day in Iran. So it has always been like that, and that's why you will be seeing that. And we can't be silent while you take over everything. On our coat of arms, then let's inscribe some Arabic word there. So at least our voice must be heard. On our notes, we are part of Nigeria. Let's inscribe something there. But beyond that, we have been carried away with religious, faction, to the extent that we don't mind what is happening to us here. Whether we are suffering or we are okay, we just want to put ourselves under a particular, religion. That is the result of what we are seeing in the north. So even if they kill, that's when I was saying that even if they kill 1,000 people in Kwara, they will still vote for Tinubu because of Muslim tickets. Then our people are, their brain is no longer there. They are being manipulated. They are being cajoled. We have been sleeping. We have been deceived for long. Go and listen to the song of this man, my dad said. For so long, we have been deceived. People have been bamboozled in the name of religion. That's why you will not see them protesting. Even if there is a killing in their own side, no protest, because they understand where they are going. They want Islam to take over. And how can they take over? It's by terrorism. Terrorizing people, chasing people away from their community and take over their community. So if they are doing something like that, yes, it's a movement. It's a movement, and they will not have problem with that one. But this one that happened at Iran, that means that one is a challenge to them, because they are trying to cut them. They are trying to, destroy their source, because this is the source of terrorism. That Iran you are looking at is the place where terrorism is laying their egg in different corners. So for their egg to be hatched, Iran must be strife. Islamic revolution in Iran must continue to be strife. Otherwise, they will be powerless here. That is the source of terrorism all over the world. So I will not be surprised if I see something like that. This is not the first time they protest about the something that is happening across the world. If it is against Islam, during the time of they will surely come out and protest. So, and why terrorism has not been able to stop in Nigeria, that's the sign. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons, because what they are doing in that place, I've told you that majority of them, they are, except the 4th victim, that's why they feel the pain. Majority of them still sympathize with their brother. They have common goal. They are going to a particular. Don't be surprised, God forbid, if Islam take over Nigeria today. Even the so-called liberal Muslim in the southwest, you will hear them shouting Allahu Akbar. That is the truth of the matter. Take it or leave it. I'm not surprised that it's happening like that.
So we have this kind of people in the country, and they are seeing what is going on about insecurity. They're not saying anything. They know about Boko Haram. They know the meme, Lakurawa bandits are causing, and they're not saying anything.
You see, Mike, at times it can be so funny, and it's even melodramatic when you take into consideration most of the things that is happening in this climate. And of recent, you heard what our national security advisor said concerning terrorism. He said they are also our brothers. There are some women, it is only in this country that terrorists will be nabbed. Before you say they are promising, they will tell you that they are now being integrated. That they are now born again. So, and you expect that orgy of violence to be stemmed. It can never be stemmed because the people in the corridors of power are also complicit in that act. You and I know that a lot of fingers have been pointed at some of the sponsors in government uniform, and nothing has been done to date. As time to be corrected, if anything has been done. But when you look at what is happening, then you begin to wonder what kind of a country are we really running. And you know, now that the Muslim faithful, they are observing their Ramadan fast, then I want to see who is going to declare the holiday, or rather sighting the moon, when the supreme leader, Islamic leader, is now has gone into obscurity. I'm talking, in the person of the Sultan of Sokoto. Then who is going to sight the moon for the Ramadan fast to be, celebration to be celebrated? You see, these are some of the pointers we have to look at. And for crying out loud, you see, the intelligence used by the United States government shows that everybody, you and I would have expected that first strike that US military struck Sokoto would have happened in Borno. But why Sokoto? It shows that that is where the whole thing, dovetail into other areas. And when you begin to look at most of the things that is happening in our country today, you see that a lot of things there's a lot of things that is being clandestine covered that meets the eye. That is why you don't know who is who. You remember the days of the recent past when Jonathan was reliably informed by his own NSA in the person of Andrew Azazu. You remember what happened to him at the end of the day? The shepherd that he was flying to Port Harcourt, crashed, and that became the end of story. No investigative committee was set up to look into that, because for that person to have, for that person at that echelon of government, you know that is privy to a lot of information. To have told his master, Oga, there are Boko Haram in this area. Then maybe Oga now believe that being a very clear conscious person, maybe discuss it with one of those people that are also in the ring, and they said, this person wants to expose us. They let us just take him out. Let's clear him, and that is end of story.
All right, away from that, let's I said it earlier on that Peter Obi has told us to shift focus from 2027 campaign and confront the escalating insecurity in the country. Please, your opinions are needed in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you're watching us for the first time, and please share the program. Smash the like button. It's very, very important. Smash the like button. Now, quickly to the comment section before going to what Peter Obi said. I told you that I said we should remove our face, our shift of focus from 2027 and confront the escalating security. I don't think it's talking to politicians. To me, he was talking to politicians, but I believe this should go to all Nigerians. There are people that are also campaigning for these politicians too. All right, to the comment section, like I said earlier on, Antnam, good morning to you. You're welcome. There's a Chima. You're welcome to the program. Thank you for joining me. Gowon has also joined us. Say good morning to you. Chukwemeka, good morning. Thank you for joining us this beautiful Monday morning. All right. Okay, Barry, good morning. GOA, you're welcome. Akinlade Akintayo, thank you. Emmanuel Okuji, Raf Olu from the United Kingdom. We appreciate your presence here. All right, this headline is wrong. Oh, this is coming from Angolan. This headline is wrong. Obi said farmers are dying, so this confirmed what I said before. And you ridicule food prices is getting so cheap that farmers are dying. Obi is confused, complaining. That's not what I have here. The headline is absolutely correct. Antnan, The headline is absolutely correct. Let me read it out for you to understand what I am saying. All right. I'm taking this from Daily Post. Stop politics. Nigerians are dying, says Peter Obi. I think I need to read it out. A former presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has issued a stern warning to political leaders criticizing the focus on the 2027 elections while violence continues to devastate communities across Nigeria. Communities across Nigeria. What is he talking about there? Insecurity. In a statement shared on X, on his official X handle, Obi highlighted the alarming scale of insecurity in the country. He noted that in the first 2 months of 2026 alone, over 1,000 Nigerians have reportedly been killed, with several thousands more abducted in violent attacks. So even if he's talking about farmers, are farmers not Nigerians?
They are also Nigerians.
They are also Nigerians.
What was and definitely these people are attacking majorly villages. And when you go to villages, of course, who are the people you are going to meet there? Their agrarian area. I mean, so the farmer majorly, and the farmer are also Nigerians. And the farmer not Nigerians, and it's not only farmers that are being attacked. So I think on this note we should be. I mean, even if you want to defend anything, we should try to balance. So Obi is talking about Nigerians generally now. He's talking about communities, and it's not all the people that they kill in those places are farmers. They are traders. People that were killed at places. I mean, in Benue at Yetiwa, they are traders. Traders.
Out of the ones killed in Kwara.
In Kwara, all of them are not farmers. So it's a mixed word. And this is my point about what Obi is saying. Obi should stop all this kind of a thing. Honestly speaking, even if you are too innocent, don't express your innocence. If Obi think that this kind of a talk can appeal to Nigeria, the answer, their appeal alone will not give you what you want. Nigerian sympathy towards you alone. All Nigerians, I mean, if you think Nigeria will have soft spots for you because of this kind of a statement, it will not be enough. You can't shun politics while everybody engage in politics. You can't shun war while everybody engage in war. While everybody engage in war, David was tied to well inside his house. Send these people, go and do the war. I will stay inside. And what happened? That was the beginning of the downfall of David. So Yoruba will say, tó bá ń gbọ́ gbẹgbẹgbẹ, ìwọ náà bá wọn gbé, tó bá wọn gbé, wọ́n máa gbé sẹ́kù yẹ. This is time for, we are going to do politics in 20. Election is going to happen in 2020. It's a moving train that will not wait for anybody. So if you think you want to talk to the people, I mean, of authority, that they should take charge about insecurity, I don't have problem with that one. But I've always said it that both politics and governance, they go pari passu, because while you are still doing your duty, you are also doing politics. Because it's in Nigeria ideology that, oh, what have you done that will warrant, that will make us to vote for you once again? Those are the things we are going to put together. So even if you are doing your governance very well, if you are performing well, you are also politicking.
Well, it's not a distraction from addressing insecurity.
They genuinely want to, even part of, if they concentrate on insecurity,
campaigning for 2027.
nobody is campaigning now. No rally.
But the indirect campaign is going on.
Yes, now he also involved in it. Obi went to Edo, he went to Abuja. So what is he talking about? Yes. Obi went to Edo. Why did you go to Edo?
That was rally, right?
I don't know. He went to meet Odige Oyego. What is the meaning of that? He went to Abuja. Is it to buy groundnut? Oh, only to buy groundnut. That's why he go to Abuja. There's no groundnut in Lagos to throw. Let's be sincere. This man should go and map out the strategies going to US in 2020. Even in war, government is still going. Yes, while we are fighting civil war. Oh, does that one stop Nigeria from moving on? While we are fighting war in Biafra, there is government there. Yes, there was a government. Oduku was the head of the Biafra nation. Yes, even if you are fighting war, governance will still be going, politics will still be going. So they will continuously be going. I will not. You see, I've said that there will be points if we say we should concentrate on insecurity, but we cannot concentrate on insecurity and some politics totally. It's not possible. Both of them go hand in hand. You can't shun one for the other. Even if you concentrate on governance, it's another way of people politicizing. Yes, you see politics, because people will still assess you based on what you do and what Nigeria are going to use to, to mark this administration. How do you handle it? So if you don't, do your government very well, you see the mark.
What matters most, politics or lives of Nigerians?
I think the life of Nigeria matters most. If you now, it's like when you now put politics at the front burner, it's like likening it to carrying the cart above the horse, and which is supposed to be the other way around. And I've said it countless number of times that for us to move forward, we should try as much as possible to call a spade, because what Obi said, he has not said something out of the ordinary. I think he has just come out to tell us the real thing. That is where we should shift focus beyond politics and rhetorics. And I've always said that if we must move forward as a nation, we should all rise above board and shed that toga or the appendage that we belong, all in the name of politics, and try to address the issue that confront us as a nation. And what he said is not out of place. Because when you look at what is happening now, even though we are in the political era where politicking is, at the front burner of every politician in this country. And before now, it was mentioned that foods have now started. The prices of foods have now started coming down. Obi said that yes, if you say foods have, what about the farmers in those areas, those agrarian areas that have now been, sacked away from their homestead, from doing the natural farming? And must we always rely on importation from abroad? There must be a kind of a secure template for them, for us to drive that agricultural value chain to the optimum. But once it is not done, and we continue to rely, because we don't even know what we consume. We have many genetic GMO foods around. And when you look at all these things, are they really health worthy to, that Nigerians can sufficiently say, okay, these foods are compatible with our health. And when you put all those things into consideration, I think more needs to be done by the government of the day to see that all those areas that have been sacked by this either Monday monster is being reclaimed back, and so that Nigerians can start, and we all start the nation building all together, so that we can have a template. Because without security, there is no business that can thrive. Because we need to have a very good template that is that is not being infiltrated by all these terrorists and all these criminals, so that we can also cut some valuable investment back to the country, so that we drive that growth together and also be on the map of those egalitarian countries of the world.
All right, Rotimi Amaechi says, I am proud of you for always discharging the truth without bias. Mr. Vincent.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I will move on. Rotimi on this again. That's a diplomatic statement by Obi, which means that Tinubu should focus more on discharging his duties to the people rather than focusing on returning to Aso Villa in 2027.
Yeah.
All right, responding to what Femi said this morning, Antnam. All right, went to buy granite and price it down from the market woman who sells it cheaper than his next stores. Obi is a dash. All right, on to the next one. GOA, truth is Nigerians need to focus on the real issues of insecurity and bad economy. The focus on politics is too much. GOA goes on. Tinubu was talking about pulling governors to APC rather than the 1,000 people died in the country he is ruling. There are priorities right now, and politics is not one of them. Wow. All right, but when I said food prices is crashing and farmers were crying, you called it fake news. You guys are not consistent. Now that Obi is saying it, you now accept it. this is why the country is not moving.
Can I reply to that?
All right.
You see, I did mention that food prices are coming down. Agreed. Then what of other indices? The transportation in carrying those food to their respective area where they are going to be sold, as it went down, as the prices of transportation come down. These are some of the things that whenever we are talking, we should be able to talk holistically, not being piecemeal in our way of viewing things. We have to put it on the board and weigh it whether it is holistic or not. I want to believe that when we continue to look at the micro aspect of it instead of looking at the macro level, then we tend to shoot ourselves in the leg.
I don't care about what you say, says Antnam. Tinubu conquered Trump, and look at the way Trump is praising Tinubu's wife. This is why we call him the Jagaban.
When you say Tinubu is praising, Trump is praising Tinubu, you remember too, I don't know whether you are still in this country or outside. You also know about $9 million that was used as to launder the image of this government. I think that one will have put a correct payment to what you have just said.
Is the Jagaban.
Yes,
That's what he said.
There's nothing anybody can.
Trump is praising him.
Let me tell you, there's nothing you can do about that one. Trump is praising him.
Despite all the issue.
Now, issue of $9 million is a propaganda. $9 million cannot buy America. Yes, $9 million is too small to buy Donald Trump. If you have another figure, bring it out. Maybe it's $9 billion. Yes. $9 million cannot buy Donald Trump. I know that one. That one is a propaganda. Forget about it. Even if he was able to bring out $9 million to buy America, that means Tinubu is a Jagaban. $9 million to buy the conscience of Donald Trump, a billionaire in dollar. Then that means Tinubu is a prudent person. He knows how to spend money very well. Yes. If you can use $9 million to buy to change opinion of the whole America, okay, you are a Jagaban. You know, let me tell you one thing. Even if you want to describe Satan, give Satan what is attributed to Satan. That is a deceiver. Yes, you can't take that one away from Satan. It's a Satan. That is a wicked person. Yes, then leave it to that one. If you want to call somebody Jagaban, in what area? You say it's in politics. Yes, give in to that one. This is in politics. Yes, you know how to play the politics. And my stand about concerning what Obi said, I still stand with it. It is actually wrong to concentrate on politics. Outrightly.
Why people are being killed? On daily basis.
At the same time, if you want to take over from people that are already 100% concentrated on politics, then you should go and map out your own strategy. If you are not going to join them in that game, what game are you going to bring on board to rescue us from this kind of people? It's a battle. I told you, I liken it to battle. Your enemy know how to war. But you choose peace. But while you are sleeping, they went inside and cut off your head. How do you want to rescue people? How do you want to rescue your house? Your enemy know how politics all the time. Then you too, go and map out your strategy. When if a bird know how to fly without perch, then the hunter should know how to shoot without missing the target. Not to come out and be okay. We know that what Tinubu is doing is not good. It's not correct. Tell us what are you going to do when you come there and how to rescue us from Tinubu. That is my point. Not always to be coming out. You will be hot today. Tomorrow you will be cold. Lukewarmness. Jesus Christ said, "We will spit you out of your back." If you want to be hot, be hot. If you want to be cold, be cold. This is a confused person. So let us hear more.
All right, there's a Chima to Antna. If you said food prices have crashed, was food price up before Tinubu assumed office? That's a question. Udeze is asking Antnam this morning. Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent.
Thank you for having
me. All right, thank you, Femi. Mr. Good morning to you, global analyst. You're welcome once again.
Mr. Mike, I say good morning to you once again. And global viewer, you're most welcome. Yes, this is new beginning of new month, Monday the 2nd. I say, may God bless every one of you that have been blessing us. May God bless you in the name of Jesus. Almighty God bless you. Mr. Mike, you're also blessed. I say good morning to you. Yeah, I say.
All right.
I say thank you to all. I say thank you.
Thank you, OJ, Global.
Yeah, God bless our people there over there. We always appreciate you. We appreciate all your input that you've been, applying to this platform. I can say God bless you and you never lack. And Madam Tina, Yeah, I can't say more than that. God bless you all. God bless you.
Shift focus from 2027 election and confront escalating insecurity in the country. Now, looking at the personality of Mr. President, the kind of person he is, and his body language, what do you think the president is prioritizing now? Is it politics or security?
Mr. Mike, from the beginning of any government, any democratic government of any nation, politicking will always go alongside governance. Anybody who is telling you there's no politics, he's just deceiving himself. It's not a realist. He's just dancing to the gallery. There is no government that will come to power. Even military government too. The government that came to power by battle of gun. They are politic while they are in governance. When they are in government, why governance is on, they are politic. How much more a democratic government that came to power through political movement, political means, they will always be politicking. There will always be politics as well as governance. Both are inseparable. Both will be going on together. But one should not take more president than the other. That's it. You can devote 40% politicking, 60% governance. I think it will be better like that. We should not allow politicking to overtake governance. The position of politics must not overtake governance. But politics 60%, governance 60%, politics 40%. That's how it should be. Yeah, but
is it like that in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Yeah.
Is it like that?
Oh. Now, the man we are talking about is a man that I know that before he takes any consideration of anything, or before he takes decision of anything, political constitution of it must be first assessed. In the area of insecurity you are talking about, Mr. Mike, Mr. President everybody in Nigeria know which part of the country that are responsible for this security. Everybody is battling in Nigeria. Which particular tribe, which particular section of the country they are responsible for it. It's very, very well known. It's from most of them from the northwest and from a particular tribe. Fulani are the people who are constituting the major security threat, that's now oppressing everybody. But the issue now is that does Mr. President have the political will, the guts to go all out after them, as Obasanjo did against Yoruba OPC when he was president? Obasanjo was confronted OPC organization, Yoruba-based organization that look, don't destroy my government. Arrest the leader. As someone get the president, Canada arrested and drug him and asked Tafa Balogun, the general of police at that time, shoot aside at any OPC. Obasanjo has the political will to go all out against his own fellow tribal. But unlike Tinubu, he does not have the political will. He does not have the power to do it. He doesn't have political will because if you go all out against Fulani, people who are really after it will spell a doom for him as far as that political gain he will get from that region. Don't forget, Northwest has 7 states than any other state in Nigeria, and this is where Fulani dominates all the states of Northwest and most of the represented by Fulani. All they are Fulani, and that's where the terrorism is coming from. So because the political gain he will secure if you go all out, or he will lose if you go all out against them. That's why he has been able to take the group at the home and address them frontally. Frontally, as also did directly against Yoruba people, which is the OPC control organization. So to summarize this now, I will say Tinubu did not address insecurity from the root because of the people who are involved of the political losses in the accrue to him if he go all out against them. Yes, so as well as that, I will now say politically overtakes governance.
You heard what OJ said. Tinubu did not address insecurity from the roots, from the foundation. Do you subscribe to what he said? According to Obi, 1,000 people we've lost 1,000 lives within 2 months.
It's even more than that.
Yeah, it's even more than that. Within 2 months.
I think we do not put the blame game on the president for that, because you could just see the war that is happening now with the Israel. Much blame on him, because a lot of atrocities have gone down the drain. with this bandit, with this killing, and I can tell you, you can even we can emphasize on what is happening currently now. As we're talking now, like 11 Israelis have been down by this Ayatollah movement. The squad of the Ayatollah. So I can say that the way it is, the president, it is not what he expected when he was coming on the throne that he met. And
He expected, but he knew there was insecurity.
he knew, but it wasn't so. Too much.
So it has escalated.
It has really escalated under his watch.
That's what you say.
And he's doing the needful. And thank you very much.
What concrete steps has it taken beyond the statement beyond the comments of marching orders, deployment of police or soldiers to certain areas?
You are aware that people like Trump, in way which we never even believe he can come to Nigeria and give and help to Nigeria. And I can tell you, we are not alone in this battle we are fighting. America, they are deeply with us. The France, they are deeply with us. And I can tell you what, the way it is now, Tinubu is a landlord to Trump.
Landlord?
Yes, are you aware?
The
biggest embassy now, as it is in the Atlantic there. The biggest embassy in the world in which America will have is in Atlantic. They've been building it. They've been it's ongoing. So what am I saying? Anything that happens to Nigeria will affect America, and that is why you see Trump was coming up to deal with the right people that he has to target, and he was the one even giving out the information and giving the names of the people that need to be arrested and that need to be picked up. So I think we will still get there. It's not it may not be quicker time, but at the same time, at least with the support of the allies we have.
People finish dying, we lose everybody.
Who are the people killing? Are we the one killing ourselves? We are not. The people that are killing, they know themselves, and that is why the issues we are facing now is very contradictory issues that we cannot just put an end to it instantly, because you don't know who is who. You don't know who is sending those guys. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, the problem we have now, the Fulani oligarchy that migrated during the Buhari election that time, it really affected what is going on here now. They came, but they could not leave Nigerian territory any longer because they said they were being held. And a lot of things happened on the ground that we cannot be saying it wholeheartedly. But I can tell you wholeheartedly that likewise that Mr. President is on the throne and is following up what he needs to do and what he needs to bring on the table for Nigeria to be safe and for the safety of Nigeria to be. And I can say
because your statements resonate with frustrated Nigerians. What you said now.
Nigeria don't need to be frustrated because number one, the security is collective issues. If Nigeria really love Nigeria, if Nigerians really love Nigeria, this is the time every one of us will pay a sacrifice that we ready
what
to
sacrifice?
The sacrifice this you and I will go and put on our khaki, military khaki.
What about the forest guards?
The forest guard, they are doing their own bits. I don't know whether you really align with the process of the forest guard.
Any local security
in my own way. Yeah. In my intelligence, I see something. Yeah, I think I'm giving information to the right the people that need to hear the concerned authority. So I've been dishing out information of what I'm seeing. Even this morning alone now, I'm looking at for me to reach out to Sanwo-Olu. That's our governor. That they should not sleep in slumber because the way it is now with the Ayatollah that's being put down now, there are some elements from the north that we want to carry out some crisis in Lagos here. So Sanwo-Olu now is who I'm calling out, our governor, that he should be more proactive now as it is. because Lagos is porous the way we're saying it now. And I can say it's part of the information I always leak out to every one of the state actors. So if for them now to listen to what we say.
Any information for Adeleke?
Adeleke is good to. I mean, it's a gunner. It's a gunner.
Lagos State governor.
Yeah.
What about your state?
Adeleke is a gunner already because.
So if you say something, you won't say something about Adeleke.
I
He said he's a gunner.
I've not been to Osun for like months now. I've not been to
For months?
Yeah, for months, Mike. If you.
But you said you were there last month or so.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I always get information. I don't go to Osun without information. You know, I always let you know that I have to go to my state to encourage other people that always stay that believe that Lagos is the end point of the progress. I mean, we need to move down to our state and see what our governors are doing. I cannot claim I'm a Lagos boy to the old level that we can talk of. I got a school in Lagos. I went to Government College in Ikoyi, one of the prominent schools in around the houses. So, but still, I cannot claim Lagos because they will ask me, where is your family house in Lagos?
All right, you're talking about Sanwo-Olu, your local government chairman, who they sent you to see over 1 year ago. You haven't seen him. This is coming from Obayaga.
What am I going to? What did you want from local government chairman? I don't know. I just decide to abandon them and not to even listen to them again because my local government chairman, if I want to access him, I'll have an access to him through one of my allies. But what did I want to engage with him for? Because the guy is working the way it is now. Yes, it's working. I've been there. It's working. You know, his friend, his old tight friend, is my friend. I think we were together there the other time. We booked an appointment. Mike is here now. I said, Mike, we want to be economical with the truth. And were we not there? Anyway, his ally is a PA. We went there to see, but I think Mike doesn't have that time. That was that. So
step forward.
It doesn't have that time. So I try my best. The local government guy is working. If you go to the maternity stuff they build for them in this thing there, you can get your high glass free. Faleke, with the support of the Faleke too. Those guys are working. So they are not here, but I can say it all.
Kule, if you don't have anything to say, it's better you shut up. This is coming from Frank.
The Frank, right? I think you are the one that need to frame your
No. So your opinion.
No. If I don't have, you can't know what I'm saying because it's grand. It's not grand. It's my right to see what I mean. Say what I see, and I see that these guys are working. So is it everybody they now start diminishing? That's the problem we're having. I challenge all these guys. I don't know all the poison in their mind that they don't believe in anything good. They never believe in anything good. They are saying food as we. I bought yam. 1,500.
1,500.
Mike, I bought yam. You can see your bear me witness. 1 year, 1,500. Big yam. And these same people will come here. They've never seen that there's been reduction in the food. There's a little stability of the food. This thing. So to me, who made them? I mean, that's the way to do now. Why you don't believe in anything?
Another local government chairman, you cannot even go there and see.
Can go.
And money was made down.
I don't to go.
That means you don't have liver. You don't have the power. You just make noise. The chairman is working. Point one project here now, for over here. But just go around. Say, Kule, this what chairman is doing under 3 years. Tell me.
I don't need to tell people like you because you don't believe in anything. So I don't want to waste my saliva. And I don't want to waste my time. As I'm telling you, Odumbaku is working. And it's working and it's doing some great
Look at street here. Can you put mic and see our street? Just take the street. Everywhere.
Is this street not tight? Is this street not tight?
I'm not about dirtiness. Take it.
You know these people that what you hit this morning. What you hit this morning, you throw the dustbin.
I'm not eating this morning.
You're not hitting.
Yes.
Even you yourself that you can see yourself. Are you really nice? You are not. You are not.
I said,
are you clean?
Can you put your camera?
You are complaining.
Put your camera.
No. Look at it. Look at it.
Everywhere.
So what you say they give you money to visit local government. Very good. Give me what? Not even know. I don't need the money. Also, get it right. You don't even know the second.
When you see something, you say something. That's what it's telling you.
I've seen something. Look at it being everywhere. A local government and better to clean it. And it's bad for us. Look around. The camera cannot
let us stop politics and focus on escalating insecurity. This is coming from Obi.
You see, Obi is right. Obi cannot mention, and he has been saying it. The president is ready to listen to him. Nigeria have been crying. Insecurity has become something like having marriage celebration in Nigeria. 20 kids. I know we are 3 days ago. They went to Abu Barak place and used their drone. So to tell you, instead of the president to focus, busy mapping 2027 election. And don't forget, there was election because of Boronu Boko Haram. They shifted the election for people to counter. At the end, this president, people are dying like a chicken, shedding blood. All we know is mapping up INEC billions. Please, Tinubu, do something. If everybody die, who will vote? Everywhere you can move, even if we stay here where I live. Everywhere we take about bandit, Boko Haram, and we are here. They are working. Which work? Yam is packed. Water is packed.
They are not saying.
Food is going down. Which food?
They are not saying.
People are not going to
It's
farm.
not people like you.
Insecurity.
Nigerian citizens. It's not people like you. With the Mr. Obi, I think with his propagandas, I think he has to stop that propaganda. And he cannot get things done in the states to stop the IPOB. When they was on ground, then he could not visit his state. So for him, somebody that cannot visit his state to quench the crisis or sit at home in his area, in which Soludo later quench that sit at home. So Obi always looking for relevance. And I don't think he is even the team A or team B. It can't be even among the team B of the presidency we needed in Nigeria. So he should go and rest himself. It's not by force to become
You see,
president.
Nigerians are doubting.
Obi is become president. I know Obi very well. Obi worked with the what's it called, the Abacha of this world. What was he doing with Abacha then? When leaders were looking for democracy, when Tinubu was looking for democracy, and Tinubu, well, how did he work?
I will not see the video. I will not see the video.
Sit down, you.
I will not see the video. Okay, let's agree. Discourage it.
All right. We have William Sakama saying, Kule. How many times did I call you?
100 times. 100 times. I give her 100.
3 times.
Make it add up 100.
All right. The attitude of Mr. President, that's Tinubu, the government will cause him to be removed in office if there is not taken, by what power? Who knows what democracy is all about?
Okay, thank you very much. If you can remove him, go on and mobilize people to remove him. I'm telling you, if Trump himself has acknowledged Mr. President, and I can tell you actually, his wife was honored in the U.S. Congress, in the U.S. Congress. And what else do you want? You should know that level past level, and Tinubu pass now, no ratification. If you like, make you not dey cry from morning till night. After Tinubu will still rule you guys. After all, Trump is the person that they cap fit now and follow who no road. And me, I'm following who no road because he knows the road.
All right, there's a Chima says God is preparing a good place for you. Please be informed that your blessings are coming. This is coming from Udeze Chima. He sees God blessing you soon. That's what he's saying.
Okay. I thank you. Well, so shall it be for your family too. Yeah, that's the kind of things I want to be hearing. Not polluted mind.
All right, okay, Barry says, Kunle, when I was living in Lagos in my 12, I used to buy 12 tuber of yam, 700 to 1,000.
Okay, thank you.
You said you bought one.
Is he a farmer? What makes him not to be a farmer? We get lazy and you'll be complaining that the food are expensive. Why those people, why they have common sense pastors, the aboki that you always when they were
everybody fast.
My mouth eat more. Yes, there's nobody tell me.
Which
I don't get land, you know. I don't get land for farming in my state. I'm serious. I'm serious. I don't get land for my state. So I will not be the person that will be complaining that there's food scarcity. Even the food scarcity have dropped. For me to even buy yam for 1.5, big yam for 1.5. That shows that things have come down, but it's only from these whalers that things doesn't come down in their face. But it's always you guys
You talk about arrest in Nigeria as regards the killing of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah. What do you have to say?
Mr. Mike, of course, you know, Ayatollah Khomeini has been the supporter of. He has always been supporter of Shiite movement in Nigeria. Exactly, Shiite movement in Nigeria. He has been their patron. He has been their supporter. So you will expect that anything that happens to their leader far away Iran, they will show solidarity with him here in Nigeria. That has always been their mode of operation. That has always been their mode of operation. You know, Ayatollah Khomeini always have the support. Will have the support of the northern Shiite movement, exactly. So it's not something different that we have seen. But the issue now is that what can they do to turn things around? I think these people should turn a new piece of life of not constitute themselves to terrorists because they have been labeled as terrorists. Do you know what the whole world is going against Iran? That they say Iran must never have nuclear technology, must never have nuclear armament, must never have nuclear weapons among the arsenals, because this is a country that is being known to be grandfather supporter of terrorism financing all over the world. Supposedly they now have nuclear power now. That means they will just wipe out every part of the world. That's why the whole world are going against them. So Nigerian government should just monitor the Exazaki movement that are shy-prone Islamic organization in Nigeria to monitor carry out a lot of information about them, intelligence gathering over them, and make sure they don't escalate their protest. Well, if they are Nigerians, they have the right to show their support to whoever they like, but within the law of the land. The moment they are crossing the law of the land into extremism or so, because it's not waste time upholding arresting them and bring them to issues. But it's what they have done is what they've been doing over the years. Whenever you see child supporting, they always child of a cardinal is the Iranians themselves, the Muslims of Khomeini, they are Shiite Muslim, not Sunni. You know, we have two types of Muslim. We have Sunni. The Saudi Arabia are Sunni. They are the liberal, they are the moderate Muslim. The Shiites are the extremists, that jihadists, that the violent, that the people that launch attack on people. So that's exactly Shiite movement representing Kano. So don't expect anything different from what you have seen. They will show their support for them, but the government should be on their alert and curb their excesses whenever they want to go beyond that. So that's what I would say.
Is there any reason they embarked on that protest? Shite.
Mike, there should be a reason for that. A lot of reasons for that. I remember that the Sunnis and the Shiites, just like what he said, originated. You know, Iran is their headquarters, and it happens that we have more Sunnis in Nigeria than the Shiites. It was a Sunni, and because they have differences in ideology, but they still take instructions from Iran, which happens to be their headquarters. But the way the Shiites are going about it, it shows that there's possibility that their own type of this thing might be the one that the world is questioning, that is bringing a certain ideology that has to go with radicalism. Let me just extremism. Let me just put it that way. So but the extent, we didn't see them protesting when Boko Haram were killing people in Nigeria. We didn't see that kind of protest. We didn't see them come up with it. We didn't see that resistance. So it tells you a lot how the level the North can go to compromise this. Even when the people of Iran were jubilating over, when I call it liberation, they are here protesting. Why should that kind of thing happen to the supreme leader himself, Ayatollah Khomeini? So I do not know the reason why. Now they are sending a strong signal and tension, even within Asurok. They are mobilizing in case of anything, because these guys, there's already is ongoing in Niger State,
I think I saw the other one, maybe some Zafara out there about. But these are the people, we cannot see them come out to protest the killing that is going on in Nigeria, or even bad government, or even associate themselves with, with something that has a direct impact on development of Nigeria. We cannot see them do that. But unfortunately, Nigeria is being seen and being understood not as a secular nation anymore, but as a nation that is believed in practice to be purely Islamic nation.
Now, are we saving Nigeria with this development that is going on around the world? I saw people, reacting to the situation in Pakistan. They even destroyed American embassy in Pakistan. About 9 people died.
Yes, Mr. Mike. Okay. Pakistan is also a child-prone country, just like Iran. The extremist type of extremism brand of Islam, the terrorism brand of Islam, the jihadist brand of Islam, the violence brand of Islam. Pakistani, they are also the same category of like Iran. They are Shiite movement, they are Shiite Islamic sect, under the Sunni, who are moderate, who have sympathy. Like Saudi Arabia, do you see Saudi Arabia where the Islam origin? You see them in any terrorism before? Have you ever heard them in any terrorism issue before? In fact, Saudi is even an ally of US, American bases there. But the other brand of Islam, which is Shiite, of which Pakistan is one of them, Afghanistan is also one of them, and Iran. These are the people that export terrorism, radicalism, extremism, jihad, violence to different parts of the country, all over the world, killing people, telling that if you don't embrace their own brand of Islam, you must be killed. If you don't practice Islam, you must be subdued and conquered and destroyed. They're the ones that go all out killing, destroying people. So once you find their base, their origin, their source of power being removed, and this is God in action, Mr. Mike, you must know this. With the economy dying with over 40 generals in the inside bunker, where they thought they are safe. That's to tell them God is not in support of their killing. Imagine the people that have been killed Nigeria every day by this set of Islamists, this child Islamists, this child-oriented Islam of violence, terrorism, radicalism, jihad and violence. Imagine how many people have been killed by them. Not the Sunni Muslims are doing this radical Islamic child, they are the one behind this. So if you see Pakistan going on the rampage, that is because they are reacting to their base, their origin, their base, their father gang, that have been removed, that have been conquered, been destroyed right now. And the same is coming back to them too. They will face the same thing they are experiencing now, because there is no point of aligning them to sustain, to survive. That's the same thing they belong. They are also radicalized people of Shiite. So what happened to Iran is coming to them. Of course, in the days of when they have Sharaf and Co, their former leaders, they are always in the vanguard of going all out against radicalism. Where was Osama bin Laden captured? Where? Who gave him where was captured? Where was killed? Pakistan, safe haven. Where, before he was captured there, where did it launch attack on 9/11? From Afghanistan to the twin tower of New York that was bombed. It's from there. So these 3 axes, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran. Of course, I reminded you that Osama bin Laden stayed in by the government in Afghanistan. What's the name of the government there that time? That gave them shield. That's where they operated and launched an attack on a World Trade Center. Then they left, they fled and hid in Pakistan. So, and Iran, these 3 ring of countries. And now Yemen too. Yemen has added to them. You can see the difference between Yemen and Dubai. They are all Islamic State. Look at Dubai, look at Yemen. You see, look at even Qatar, Dubai. They are member of UAE, that United Arab Emirates. Then look at how Yemen has been involved in warfare because they are embracing is extremist type of Islam. So Yemen, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, these are the headquarters of Islamic fundamentalism in the world. And thank God is raising countries like America to confront them. Don't forget, when Libya, Gaddafi started this radicalism, God used US to stop him. When ISIS came up between Syria and Iraq, God used US to stop them. Even Saddam Hussein, when he said, "Welcome my situation," God has been positioned somebody all this extremism. So that was Pakistan might not be something that's too far inside. The train will also move down to their place, just as Afghanistan have been dealt with. So let us not lose our still over them. They will also be tougher.
There might be implications if this issue escalates, especially with the practice of Islam in Nigeria here. I know you are aware, we all understand that the killing of Ayatollah was carried out by Israel and the United States. What position should the Nigerian government take? Is it a diplomatic position or remain neutral?
No, my brother, Nigeria is already compromised. Mike, that is truth.
So we are not neutral.
Look at what happened at the United Nations General Assembly. What was the position of Nigeria? That is where you know where Nigeria is. Nigeria is already being watched currently now. Nigeria is under serious watch. They are the one that got themselves trapped because of this hidden agenda too. The Bola Ahmed Tinubu was there, his deputy was there. They went there and defended Hamas. Yes. It is on record, and the vice president himself, to an extent, threatened Israel that Nigeria has a certain military that can do whatever because of Hamas and Palestinian and all the issues. And which, if you go down to history, we know the truth. Mike, even Iran they are talking today, was Iran ab initio an Islamic nation? Iran was not a nation. A government came and forced it on the people. They are doing it, in a such a way. They are doing it in such a way you cannot understand how they are going about it. But beyond that, the outside world is seeing Nigeria not as a secular nation, but as an Islamic nation. Mike, the onslaught is going on, killing is going on. A general was just killed a few days ago. Yes. Killing continued. But let me tell you the implications of this. But see, there's a reason why the world, people thought that other nations, countries, powerful countries will not join. But you can see now, even recently, UK that resisted America and Israel have decided to give US government a base. France currently now have decided to launch. See, it's not about World War, Third World War, 100th World War. It's about the regime change. Yes. They cannot have weapon of mass destruction. As simple as that. Iran is developed, is a sophisticated nation. They are running. See, one of the problems we are having in this country is Obama's administration. Obama supported and gave them $1.7 billion US. And it was under Obama that we saw extreme radicalism in Nigeria. He is not free from this allegation. We saw it very clearly. So I pray that it will not get to that point, where there will be issues. But I believe, that his administration, the end of that administration, whether by omission or commissions, is gradually going to come to an end, and the people of Iran will now choose the way and how they intend going. But imagine a situation where we do not have a country, a nation like America. Just see that, is it technology? Okay, I asked 22 Arab nations in the world today. 11 of them are super rich. What have they contributed to the development and civilization of the world? Apart from killing. How do you want to align with such people? But look at these countries. They are tied. Okay, look at we are here today as a result of sophistication in technology, and that can never be traced to them. If we don't bring anything on the table, all you bring is headache and destruction. And thank God, maybe for somebody like this, because if it were to be that Obama is one of the problem. Is one of the person that instigated the armament and funding of extremism in the Middle East, and that is why they are questioning him. We will not be here because they can just wake up. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. They just wake up one morning and find the entire community and clear it. The fear. of that American intervention alone, my brother, possibly that's what is still keeping us. I am not against your ideology, bros. I am not against whatever faith you believe in, but do not use it against others. Man, it's as simple as that.
Yes.
Yes, the same thing I said. I thank God for a country like America that safe the world.
Practice your faith.
Yes, you practice your faith. You must not force your faith. You must not force your faith on me. Then except I imbibe your faith, I must be killed. It is preached in the Islam that whoever does not believe in Islam must be killed. It's a tenet of the provision of Islamic law of Quran.
One of our viewers said it last week that we shouldn't say that again. That it's not there.
It's not. It doesn't know anything.
Yeah, he told me.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know the verses of Quran.
You that
He doesn't know verses of Quran. It is there.
Are you a Muslim?
I'm not a Muslim. I know. I listen to Muslim. I listen. You go. You know. Let that man be watching.
He told me and he said
he doesn't know Quran. Doesn't know Quran. Doesn't know Quran. Doesn't know Quran. Leave him. Let him be watching the Islamic expert that was brought on Facebook. Arab that is listening verses of Quran. I've been telling you, if you don't believe in, if you leave Islam and personal religion, you have to be killed. And they declare whoever is not practicing Islam as an infidel, and they should launch jihad on them and kill them and bring them peacefully or kill them. The people that they killed in Kwara. What did they tell them? Embrace our model of Islam. Or no, like people say no.
Why they doubt? Who is doubting that?
Who is that person? Is that
why the Christians are not carrying out and be killing people up and down?
So who is doubting that? Man doesn't know.
That guy is compromising what is already very clear.
Yes, that is a shame of we are posting out the truth of what the Quran says. Did you find
before they kill anybody? What is the meaning?
Yes. So we have examples of that in Nigeria many times. Look at the way they kill in Sokoto. That student, and many people have been killed. So for him to be saying that does not even know verse of Quran at all is a reason that is shedding blood. That how do you how did he spread Islam in Nigeria?
All right, he says, I think I've seen the message.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to read it, but just to clear your doubts.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Of course.
With all due respect to you and your platform, you have given OJ and Femi, especially OJ,
Yeah, and listen to him.
the freedom to continue to display his high level of ignorance about the Muslims.
Okay.
He just says absolute dash and continues to say things that are not mentioned in the Quran.
Okay.
The Quran strictly prohibits the unlawful killing of a human being, equating the murder of one person to the killing of all humanity. This is on Quran chapter 5 verse 32.
Okay.
Now, what you have going on in Nigeria is terrorism and being sponsored by certain countries to destabilize certain areas so as to steal resources. Even the US recently accused China of sponsoring this act in Nigeria. OJ even said the Quran permits extremists to kill moderate Muslims. Where he's a Christian and I can't hide his hatred for non-Christians, but he needs to tone down his level of dash. Why is this violence not happening in Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait? That's what
we have explained to him. We have explained to him that we have two brands of Islamic sects. Maybe he didn't listen to us from the beginning. We have Sunnis, we have Shiites. Maybe I should repeat myself.
No, he sent this message 2 weeks ago. Is it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Let me educate him. Maybe he has forgotten that we have two brands of Islamic sects. We have the Shiites, we have the Muslims. Let's roll back this program from the beginning when I started talking. I eliminated the difference between the two sects. The Sunnis are moderate Muslims. The moderate Muslims. The Shiites are the extremists. They are the fundamentalists. They are the jihadists. They are the violent type. They are the radicals that go on extremism. Not the Sunnis. I told him that he said like that in Saudi Arabia and in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, in Qatar. They are Sunni Muslims. What about Yoruba Muslim? And then Yoruba Muslim. In my family, you have Muslim in my family. Yoruba are Muslim and Christian traditional believers. The Muslim in Yoruba, they are mostly Sunnis. They are not radical. They are not extremists like the Shiites. So that I'm telling you, and the people, the fundamentalists, the terrorists, the radicals, are the Shiites who believe who are the jihadists are the one doing the killing. And it is there that if you don't practice, they don't even believe the Sunnis. They believe the Sunnis are evil too. that they don't practice the real tenet of the verses of Quran. So what is it telling us? So you should understand, if you deny that there are two sets of Muslims, is identical with the truth.
I disagree with him. No, I disagree with him. If he has right to choose whether he want to be moderate or belong to whatever, But even back in the Bible said, "Thou shalt not kill." And there's an angle of it too, that God said, "Don't spare them." Abi? Yes. That is how even God said he's God of war.
Man of war.
Yeah. But if you want to, that's why I always said that look at the life of Jesus Christ and look at the life of Muhammad. Is it, are they the same?
No.
They are not the same. And that is the foundation of extremism, radical ideology. And what is the reason for that? It is conquest.
Yes.
Where I preached to you, you said no. You should allow me go.
Yes.
If you preach to me, I said no. Allow me go. Abi? Let me go and do. That's why it's secular word. Are you not hearing it? It's a secular word. That does not mean that other Muslims. Okay, no. What am I telling you now? Was Iran? I'm asking that person now. Was Iran a secular nation before it was radicalized? What was happening in Iran there? Were there no Muslims in Iran? A government came and said this is the direction. And when you say this is the direction, you go with like minds. And there is this push that they want to take over the world.
Yes.
Even in America, even in Britain. Are you not seeing it? Have you not heard where the people are talking, where the scholars are preaching?
Yes.
Are they all those ones? They don't read Quran?
I think this write-up will shed light to what we are saying this morning. A gentleman just gave me this. I think he googled it, right? He searched it. Is there any place in the Quran that one should be killed for not believing in Islam? Now, the answer is here. No, the Quran does not command that anyone should be killed simply for not believing in Islam. Verses often cited in this context, like Quran chapter 9 verse 5, kill the idolaters wherever you find them.
Kill the idolaters.
Yeah, wait, let me just finish. We refer specifically to wartime actions against hostile tribes who broke peace treaties and attacked early Muslims, not a general rule for disbelief. It's not a general rule for disbelief.
Mr. Mike, everybody is entitled to his own opinion.
And it goes on. Punishment for disbelief in the Quran are consistently described as spiritual consequences in the afterlife, such as hellfire, torment from Allah.
Mr. Mike, 100% disagree with that content. See, if you guys buy that at very much, be listening, be scrolling up, be browsing your Facebook, you will see Islamic experts that have been brought to be really nice. I've already said that somebody who, I'm not stupid, I'm not illiterate. I know what I'm talking about. So yes, so anybody can hold on to whatever you Google or you hold on to. I'm holding on to I'm convinced on what I've listened to, what I've read. Yes.
Mike,
so
I want to say something.
Go and I'm challenging everybody. Go and listen to the Islamic scholar reading out the verses of the Quran where they support, it is posted that look, if you reject Islam, they preach to you, you are an infidel. Even they regarded, they even quoted a part of the verse where they call Christian and Jews infidel, and that they are not supposed to live. That doesn't, we can't hear and then. So all the whatever. So I'm bound by what my conviction. I'm bound with for me. Now is this.
Mike, I want to say something.
Regardless of what I've read.
Mike, I disagree with that. So I thought.
Forget.
I disagree with that. You know why? I've taken my.
Oh yes, you got it right.
I've taken my time. Let us even give this how they came about. God, who brought Islam in the world? How did he? Can you compare his own morals with that of Jesus Christ? Like I'm asking you, can you compare? I can you compare it? How did you? Can you compare it? How is Can you compare it?
Now let us move away from
yes.
this. Obi said, let us focus on escalating insecurity in the country. What should be the priority of Mr. President now?
Escalating insecurity, as in how?
Obi said we should move away from 2027 campaign and focus on escalating insecurity in the country. What should be the priority?
Escalating insecurity.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
The security issues on ground.
Okay, we should handle it.
No, we should handle it.
That's getting worse.
Okay, Mike, I think.
What's your take?
Okay, that shows
What
you.
should be the priority of the president?
No, but
2027 election.
Bola
Insecurity?
Tinubu feels that he has given whoever that is responsible to handle the security issues, and they should go and do their work. If they fail, that is their business. If they succeed, that is their business. The Jagaban himself, I know now, is focusing on 2027. Mike, there's a lot of things that are going on. Have you read the revelation by Ted Cruz concerning Peter Obi, his romance in France? That he went to France, I think I've said it here, to cure cancer. That the man you are seeing there is not healthy. Whichever way you look at it, my brother, I can still repeat it, I can still saying it. Nuhu Ribadu said terrorists in Nigeria are our brothers. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, go and negotiate with them. So the government already aware of the position of insecurity in Nigeria, but decided that the only thing they needed to do now is to make sure that we return back to power 2027. I think because you know why? Money is more important to them than saving the lives of Nigerians, and that is what Obi is talking about. But brother, even if Obi does not win 2027 election, at least let it be on record that every point in time Obi is always optimistic about delivering good governance to Nigerians. We are on propaganda mode. Very clearly, there's no two ways about it. The government is thriving majestically on propaganda. Whether Nigerians understand it or not, yes, but people will say it is okay until I see the reality on ground. That the impact, the effect, and everything. Okay, look at this one now. Do you know it's going to have a certain effect on Nigerian economy? Even if there's not going to be any effect, they will create effect, and they will tell you what is war. And their pockets are always, being oiled 24 hours. Okay, those guys are super rich. Somebody was saying it. What does Bola Ahmed Tinubu was a billionaire, has so much money. What does his son? He has settled his family. Look at Omahi. Omahi live what he want to do for as Minister of War. Go they chase one woman up and down.
As all of them.
In fact, those guys are not serious.
Shameless.
Somebody carry his own. Ababio carry his own. Ababio don't turn to Senate as daycare now. Senate now na daycare. You know what it be daycare? You know what it be daycare?
They suck a lap.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, I appreciate your contribution. Which should come first, gentleman Mike? Politics or protection of lives and property?
Good morning once again. I think definitely protection of lives and properties should be given priority as against playing politics. As politicians, definitely their eyes also must remain on the ball, which I understand, but not at the expense of people's lives, not at the detriment of people's lives. People cannot be killed in their homes, and you still see people gallivanting around trying to prepare for next election. And as I have expressed, we need to have a nation before we can be thinking of an election. So if we don't have a nation, what is the meaning of election? So you must, as a matter of priority, focus on you having a nation first doing everything possible to ensure that the nation doesn't disintegrate under your watch before you can be thinking of an election. So definitely keeping the nation safe supersedes all kind of political.
If Obi was the president, would he have handled the situation better?
Well, I wouldn't know, and that is my straight answer. I wouldn't know. I can't assess you if I have not given you the job. I can only tell maybe by your antecedents, some of the things you have done in the past. Just the way we goofed about a Buhari, thinking that an ex-general should be able to handle insecurity perfectly, and the entire thing aggravated. So I may not be able to categorically say he will handle it better than what is on ground now, except that seeing him do it.
And would they have prioritized? What would they have prioritized? Is this politics or security?
Well, the same answer, Michael. Except they are on board, we will have been able to see what will be their priority. But now, going by what we have seen about him, the kind of person he is in terms of his empathy and all of that, I think he will want to prioritize definitely how the nation will be safe more than politicking.
As I said, my brother, you see, Obi has spoken very well. Obi has spoken Nigeria's mind. Stop insecurity before the election. Election just January here. You don't kill the people who will vote for you. Obi has, don't forget, Obi is only vote we have in Nigeria now. Nigeria is sleeping like a vegetable. Nobody's talking, and the APCs are happy. So I didn't watch the search. Shehu photo yesterday. He didn't watch it. A lot of things put our mind. That people are dying like a chicken everywhere. And what president is doing is to make sure that, look at they celebrate Abuja election. Just local government election. And that's the day. So people don't pay what China. So for me, Obi are speaking our mind. We should save before the election. I know they will counter him. They will do this. And if Obi is a president, as a young man, he will mobilize. Tinubu is too old to govern Nigeria. He's too old to go arrest. He's thinking about his head. Look at the IG. The new IG now. Have few years to go. And the man is old. Bring people who are in the field now. Who can mobilize, who can go around, go everywhere. You still wait and bring your old friend. So what do you expect? My brother, Obi has speaking Nigerian mind. You should leave election first and concentrate on security. Killing everywhere, Nigeria is not safe. Elections should go first.
You don't need to advise the president on how to govern the country. You know, the Nigerian people are seeing, we APC followers, we are seeing, and every other citizen of the state. You know, let's now see what the people will be coming out to do. At least the power is to be able to vote in or vote out any candidate they feel that what is not performing right. So as a normal human, one of the things that we should prioritize and take serious is about security of every nation. So when the president has chosen not to prioritize that rather than next election or whatsoever, and let it be so. And if these are not happening, how do we want to have change? Over the years there have been padding, passing the own security of the team. So it takes someone of a fellow to unleash that dragon in the citizen for us to have better change. You can see what's happening all over the world. So let's see if Nigerians within meet fit to actually work. They stand for what is right this time around, or if they are enjoying it. Because no matter how you shout, these same people in all those states that now all the states that the insecurity has been Kwara and all those states. Let's see the percentage of votes the ruling party we have there. So from that vote, you will now know that they actually love the situation of the country, of their state.
Thank you so much, Suman. What should be the primary responsibility of the government?
You see, the primary responsibility of the government, a kid can answer that question, because you have to care for the people. You swear an oath to protect life and property, but in our situation here now, it's like they are not available. They are not there. you and I every day carry our cross. Is it supposed to be so? You see, I was watching a video yesterday. I saw the wife of a president when he was going to Warri. Can you imagine the kind of comfort? It's ridiculous. You see, they are not there for us. See, particles of insurgency. We are giants. I believe that we have the capacity of the military to confront this insecurity. But where are we really going? Now, election is coming. Then they are not telling you now. The chairman just told you that don't expect 100%.
Yes.
And see, it's like the issue directly to tell you don't expect what you are expecting. We are Nigeria. We are not foreigners because we are crying for the country because we will never experience this type of a situation in the history of Nigeria when mafia now take over the environment. Mafia are now ruling us now, telling us that hey, don't expect your mind, don't expect say your vote will count. He directly talking like that. See, we are tired of them. So that's why I'm telling Nigeria, no matter who you are, whether you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, you are Igbo, let us reunite and let us claim this country back from the hands of the Mafiso. I'm telling you the reality. See, Mafiso now rule us. They don't care. Okay, see yesterday, now see, oh man, you are doing his name. Embarrassment, a woman with the West, embarrassed, they say he was holding her almost 300 million and he want to have sex, unnecessary sex with her, marry her by force. Okay, Akpabio don't go with Natasha. Okay, Oshimo let the rope woman leg the Christian inside play. Cabinet of government in the day, they're supposed to be sent to Krikri. See, okay, those type of people they're supposed to show example. See, they are messing up. How will you see the color? How will you see the light at the end of the tunnel? They are not there for us. They are evil. The whole former governor, now you be a emperor, now you have private jet, you now romancing small people was a private jet. You're supposed to bury your face in shame and go home. Now, see that woman, they put it at the end of the day, they detain that woman. See, Nigeria is going out of straight home house. See, we are Nigeria, we are the most popular black nation and we have the respect. But it's like they are bringing our respect, they are turning it away. This is not how government should be. You see, the president, you are the president, you are the head. But all those are followers, see what they are doing. What they are doing, just like now, what did they do for up, what they do for down. I never see this type of situation. Let's not be fair with ourselves. I never see I'm in Nigeria. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Mark, I'm not happy. Let's not be frank with ourselves. The situation is not good. And I know God will change it for us.
Guys, thank you.
Well, good morning, Mr. Michael. Good morning, our viewers, and good afternoon. Good evening. Good loving to you people. Yeah, for what is happening in Nigeria, I can see that Nigeria is going down. If there's this election that came on 2027, the way I'm sitting, I have already been saying since last year, the election is between Southwest and North. Nothing concerns the Southeast, so let me just tell the reality. Nigeria have already been divided. And the government of Nigeria don't want to solve the problem that is going on. Because America said, think for what we do for America. But can Nigeria government or Nigerian citizens think for what they will do for their people? What they be thinking, what they be frauding money into their pocket. They are not thinking about good things for the nation. If the way they're talking about insecurity, who bring it in? It is them. They bring insecurity into the country where they cannot solve it out. Now, to have already been right power in South and the Northerners. Now, it's trying to acclimate to the Southwest. How can they solve this out? Where they have already imported insecurity into nation from 2015. It cannot be ended. Nigeria have already destroyed itself. The government used their hand destroyed itself. Not we, not the masses. It is the government. Government destroyed the government. Because they are the one that bring the insecurity into nation. And they cannot push them out. Nigeria have gone. That's our self-reality. Nigeria have gone. It is only God can bring Nigeria, can make Nigeria bounce back again. As of now, Nigeria is gone.
All right, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Good job. I really appreciate your contribution. And to King Joe Ogba, yeah, sent a message to me.
Huh?
I say a big thank you to you, King Joe.
Thank you, sir. I greet. God bless you, the King Joe.
All right, it says Surah Muhammad 47 verse 4. It says Muslims should dash and dash dash. All right, thank you. I've seen your message, King Joe. I really appreciate it. All right, to Amsterdam, thank you so much. Emmanuel Obuji, we appreciate your comment. David Okafo, thank you. I appreciate you too. Yapabayaga, please. AGF4, we say thank you to you too. Eri Okoro Tinubu is 90 years. You should go and rest. All right, thank you for your comment. Chief Udeze Chima from Italy, we appreciate you. GOA, we say a big thank you to you. Mrs. Bolanle, watching us currently in the US, we say a big thank you to you for joining us this morning. Thank you for your comments. Thanks for your engagement. P. Milan, we appreciate you too. Augustine F. Money, thank you all. We'll be back here tomorrow by God's grace with more interesting topics. I'm Michael. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Iran is in trouble.